Hello, my name is Jahari Guevara, and then on this video, we're going to go ahead and explore the possibilities that we could go ahead and do with ClickFunnels by integrating a automation tool in the back end to be able to go ahead and pretty much use ClickFunnels for their features and still be able to go ahead and build a more complex process in the back end. So for this video, I'm just going to go ahead and go over the features, and in the next video, actually over the steps, and then in the next video, I'll go over the how-to, and we'll build everything from beginning to end. So this process is actually, I have a illustration here. This process is going to go ahead and pretty much take care of any data entry coming in from the customer, and we're going to use ClickFunnels to be able to capture this data. From ClickFunnels, we're going to go ahead and send this information to a, I guess, a depository form, where we're going to go ahead and kind of capture all this information. ClickFunnels stores this information as well, but we want to go ahead and kind of get more analytics. And actually, it's best to go ahead and it's best practice to be able to go ahead and obtain the information yourself, just in case something goes wrong with ClickFunnels. That data is not living in ClickFunnels. You actually have control of the data. So for this example, we're going to go ahead and actually use the Google Sheets, Google CSV file. We're going to go ahead and add that information in Google CSV file. From this information, we're going to go ahead and follow up in our CRM. But in this example, the CRM is actually going to be another CSV file that I'm just going to go ahead and label as a CRM. So therefore, you could go ahead and use this information with any CRM. It will work the same thing with whatever CRM you choose to go ahead and use. Based on this information, the CRM is going to go ahead and trigger this information, and based on the criteria, as I just said, that is going to send email A or email B. And based on our tests, the criteria we're going to go ahead and kind of search for is if that contact is already in the system. But we could go ahead and add many different criterias, but just the process is the most important thing to be able to go ahead and establish. Okay, so this is the diagram that in theory is going to go ahead and work. And now we need to go ahead and grab this diagram and kind of create it almost in a blueprint for our developers. But before I move forward with that diagram, let me go ahead and kind of go over the tools that we're going to be using for this integration or this process building using ClickFunnels. We're going to actually be using Zoho Flow. And one of the most compared automation tools out there is pretty much Zappier. So I'm going to go ahead and compare Zappier with Zoho Flow. Zoho Flow is my preference. It's based on my on what I prefer to go ahead and use. And we have Zapier here. We could go ahead and see based on their free plan that they have. We could go ahead and see that you have 100 tasks per month. With Zoho Flow, you have unlimited for your free plan, so which is really, really good. So Zoho Flow gives and provides more features. So that's the reason why I would advocate to go ahead and use Zoho Flow. And that's the reason why I'll be building this whole process using Zoho Flow and not Zapier. But if you're able to go ahead and really understand Zapier could be used the same way. It'll be a little bit more difficult because Zapier is not designed based on the process or based on the logic that I'm going to go ahead and design. It's going to be a little bit more complex, but either way, it could still be created using Zapier. We're going to go ahead and move forward with Zoho Flow. Okay, so based on the automation software we choose to go ahead and use, and once again, we could go ahead and use whichever automation tool we want to go ahead and use, and that could be any other besides Zapier, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and create this example using Zoho Flow. Based on Zoho Flow, we're going to go ahead and add this information in ClickFunnels. When we do our testing, this information is going to go to the CSV file using Zoho Flow. From Zoho Flow, we're going to go ahead and fetch this information from the CRM, and we're going to see if, based on the criteria, if this information already exists in the CRM, then it's going to go ahead and send this email A. If this information does not exist in the CRM, then, or actually if this contact does not exist in the CRM, then we're going to go ahead and add this new contact into our CRM, which this example, we're going to go ahead and use a CSV file. You could be able to go ahead and plug in whatever CRM you want to go ahead and use. And once this information gets added, we're going to then send email B. And all this we're going to go ahead and do within this, within the automation tool, which is Zoho Flow. And we're just going to use the CSV file as a method to be able to demonstrate this logic, this process. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and start everything from beginning to end. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it, how it works, and we're going to go ahead and test it out. And the benefit of actually having something very complex as this is that we could go ahead and actually, instead of sending emails, we could go ahead and send text messages as well, or SMS messages based on the criteria that we set in place. So therefore, it could be email or SMS messages that we could go ahead and send. So I'll probably follow up with a follow-up video to be able to go ahead and demonstrate how we could go ahead and do that. So the minute somebody enters information in ClickFunnels, this is the path that's going to go ahead and take, and the recipient will immediately receive an email based on the actions that we, or the criteria that we set in place. So I hope you stick around. I hope you could be able to go ahead and watch the next video, and you could be able to learn how to be able to set this up from beginning to end. And I'm going to go ahead and use a demo account with ClickFunnels, and I'm also going to be using a demo account with Zoho Flow. So everything that I go over in the video, you'll be able to go ahead and follow along and actually implement it and get going. Okay, thank you very much for taking the time to go ahead and watch this video. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and comment down below, and I'll be sure to be able to answer any questions you got. Thank you very much. See you on the next video.